Yvon, so I did a poll on Instagram to ask like questions on breastfeeding because I think a lot of mummies out there have a lot of questions about breastfeeding. And after I saw your talk that you had like pumped out
1,500 bottles of stock milk. Yes.
And stock milk, right? That means
Yes.
you pump even more than that, right?
Correct.
I said, okay, I'm definitely going to have to ask you because you can answer all these questions. Okay, so let's just do a very, very quick fire session on all these questions, okay? Okay, what is the biggest challenge you face during breastfeeding?
Not enough fluid, not drinking enough water because I feel very dehydrated all the time. Actually, when we are breastfeeding, right, we can get very thirsty, very hungry. And actually, yes.
Yeah,
okay, that's for me lah. That's for me.
Okay, I didn't know there's a challenge, but because the first month they say cannot drink water, and I find that the supply is a bit low when you don't drink water, right?
Yeah, you must drink water, must drink hot milk, must drink, hong zao cha, whatever lah. But must keep yourself very hydrated.
How do you increase supply even after 3 months of breastfeeding?
Can. So actually, we have pumping regularly. So it's a demand and supply thing. And a lot to do with psychology.
Oh yeah, that time, right, Yvon actually told me that when you pump, because I told her my supply was down, when you pump, you must pump in front of your baby's picture or in front of your baby.
Yes. Preferably now got audio, video ma. My time is the Nokia phone don't have all this, right? So actually with photo, or you can hear your baby, watch a video, I tell you there will be this trigger effect on.
And then more milk will come.
Yes.
Okay. But most important is pumping.
Pumping.
Okay. Is there anything you do during pregnancy to have increase breast milk supply?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Actually, the last trimester, especially towards the last few weeks nearing giving birth, right, we need to trigger our breast to activate it to let them know that okay, time is soon. So massage, I think just warm press massage. And actually I learned from some of the masseuse, right, the auntie masseuse, we actually have to press our nipple to actually just press it like a little bit like a baby latching on like that, to let the breast start to feel like there's a latching coming.
But I thought that will cause certain contractions.
Yeah, but we're not pumping. We're just using our finger to...
And that's fine.
Yes. That's fine, I was actually quite surprised when they did it. I was like, whoa, okay. But then it really helped. I mean, my fall pregnancy and fall childbirth.
You got so much milk, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to work. Okay. Okay, after 6 weeks of pumping, how does she increase supply? Because she's only currently producing 50 ml combined.
I think it's the regularity, the frequency of pumping and latching the baby. Actually, the more we latch, right, the more demand we're creating to our body. It helps, And 6 weeks is actually still very early. So sometimes, right, moms during the first 1 to 2 months, right, is where their body starts to produce for the baby.
So at 6 weeks, is there like amount that is normal or too little or too much?
Actually, what is a good guideline? There is a guideline. So but it's also baby to baby's appetite. You see, so usually we say that, okay, it's depending, like even now, let's say she pumped enough and baby is drinking enough, that means that maybe that is enough to feed the baby. So it's really subjective. But there is also a very important point, like sometimes where we panic that, oh, maybe the baby is not drinking enough, then we start supplementing with formula or with some other, then that is where the vicious cycle begins. Because then the baby will say that, oh, I have alternative. So now when I give you fish and I give you pork and I give you beef, right, then you're like, oh, I can choose a meal. I don't have to eat everything, right? Then that's where the baby gets a little bit more picky and choosy, and then the latching time becomes lesser. So from now, actually advise to latch more regularly. And don't think that you don't have enough milk. Don't go and count the amount of milk. Actually just keep telling yourself positivity, like, yes, my milk is coming, my milk is increasing.
Tips on minimizing number and size of things to bring when you express outside of home.
Wow.
Okay, this one I can answer for you because as a Hegen mom user, actually, right, your breast pump came out only, I think, at the tail end of my breastfeeding journey with Mark. So that was when I was also working getting back into the working schedule. So thankfully, it's a very small pump that I could bring to work, and it's very convenient, and actually it still gave me enough supply because I'm not very sure, but there are certain pumps that I don't yield as much. So I'm not very sure why. So for whatever reason, bring a small portable pump. Right? How about hand pump?
Oh, manual pump is actually very useful too. So, okay, so the reason why you feel that our pump drives more milk, right, is actually because you notice there are 12 levels.
Okay,
and so usual pumps have lesser suction levels. We divide it into smaller steps. And then there is 3 different rhythms that feels like your baby. So you actually can find the one that feels most like your body wants.
Okay.
And more like a baby. So when that synergy occurs, right, your milk will automatically come more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
comfort,
you know so why it, your Hegen pump actually you can bring less items because you don't have to bring a milk bag.
Yes.
You just have to put into the bottle.
Yes.
And then when you go home, just store in the fridge straight.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes,
I
very
think
convenient.
convenience and hygiene is the most important.
Yes.
Especially you're outdoor.
Yes.
Bring wet wipes.
Wet wipes.
For body. So when we are outside, right, sometimes we tend to perspire, especially Singapore weather, we perspire. I will always wipe myself first before I put on the pump to express.
Okay.
Yes, and then a cooler bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't forget a cooler bag because the weather is really, really hot.
At what position do you stop breastfeeding if you have recurring mastitis?
Actually, first must consult professional help, right? And then if it's repeated, right, there must be, I believe there are some professional helps or services that can reduce the occurrence. All of us moms, right, we should not be too hard on ourselves. No matter if you really can breastfeed for a month or you breastfeed for 3 years, like my 4th child, we are all breastfeeding moms. So we should support one another and don't have mom guilt about it. Yeah, we do our best for the baby at that moment in time.
Okay.
Yeah, and also must have self-love. So if it's hurting us a lot, then we do what is the best for ourselves and the baby.
Yeah, because I think a lot of moms also feel like, oh, you're feeding for 1 year and then I'm only doing for like 1 month or 3 months or 6 months.
It's not
and
competition.
Yeah, so actually it's no hard and fast rule. As long as you feed, you breastfeed.
Yes.
That's the most important thing, right?
I really encourage moms to breastfeed. Of course, there is a worldwide guideline, all that. But really, moms, enjoy the moment, enjoy breastfeeding. Then why do something when you're not enjoying it?
Actually, I think the greatest thing about breastfeeding is that you get to bond with the baby, especially when you're first time mom. When I cannot even come to the fact, I cannot, like a lot of people ask me that, do you feel like a mom already?
Yeah.
I feel that I don't feel like a mom until when you start really breastfeeding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to really enhance more milk, right? One more point is skin to skin.
Okay.
Yeah, first day when actually the first moment when the doctor brings the baby to us, right? Bring to mommy. Please unrobe yourself. Unwrap the baby. Put the baby belly to belly, and then turn the head to your heartbeat. Let the baby feel the mommy's heartbeat. And then there will be it's a switch on kind of a moment. Yeah, it's priceless. It really is like, oh wow, I'm a mom. That feeling is.
Okay. Yeah. When should I start weaning? Is it really best to breastfeed till 2 years? So I think you answered that one already. But when should I start weaning?
Well, weaning meaning introducing food or cutting off?
I guess it's a cutting off.
Okay. So I would recommend from okay, the best is to have at least 12 months of breast milk. But moms, because of our demands in our day-to-day life, right? Well, you can start, weaning slowly from the 13 months onwards. Okay. Yeah. If you can continue pursue it as long as you want, Correct. If it's really tough, due to the circumstances surrounding you, then choose a wise decision. Yeah.
Do you pump after breastfeeding? Yes, this is my question too. Because I was asking Yvonne, what do I do? I'm supposed to latch and then pump, so how does it work?
Okay, first few months when I'm serving the maternity leave, what I'll do is after, especially the first month, when baby latch on 45 or 30 minutes, 45 minutes, one side, the other side, then I will continue after baby go to rest, right, go to sleep, I will actually continue for 5 to 15 minutes after.
Latch ready, immediate pump.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, from baby suckle, so I will actually have a diary. So I'll write down the time I latch the baby.
Okay.
All right. And then how long the duration.
Yes.
So then at the end, we will pump for 5 to 15 minutes, right? The next cycle where we feed the baby, is actually the 2 hours mark from the first latch on point. That's why we have to do that 5-15 minutes straight after latching.
Okay, so this is my own question here. What if, let's say, one side produces more milk, which is quite common?
Yes.
So the baby tends to,
Latch that side.
Yes.
Yes.
So how? Still equally 15 minutes or 30 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yes.
Still, even though one side is more?
Yes. Okay, so it happens to me. And then I have one bigger and one smaller
Yeah.
boob, right? So I will try to express a little bit longer on that side that is not emptied by my baby.
Oh,
Yeah, so let's say I latch already, finish already, baby will have one side favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah, and then instead of, let's say, 5 minutes, this side is 15 minutes, huh?
For the side with lower supply?
Yes.
And that's how you sort of balance it out?
Balance it out, yeah.
Okay. So currently pregnant, do I need to prepare the flange parts for different measurements? What does this even mean?
Okay, so the flange is the funnel that goes onto the breast, right?
Yeah.
Different palm has different designs. Like for example, Hegen, we design it to suit most moms.
Okay.
Okay, majority of mom, and it's designed such that it takes in the iora nicely, and actually the lesser space between our nipple to the plastic product, right, is better. So it must fit well. If it's too much space, right, it's just imagine when it pull, then it will pull very singular, like the focus is on that nipple. But when it's more like the wall is a smaller pull, so the whole thing is like a baby suckling, where baby has to take in the whole iora, right, like to take in the whole part, instead of just one small focus point. Yeah, so the fitting is important, but this can be done after delivery. Because our breast also, after we give birth, right, then it's more or less, the iora will be evolved, right? Yeah, it will be different, evolved towards what the baby needs.
I see. Okay. And for your Hegen pumps, the flange and the sizes are, it fits most moms.
Most moms, yes.
So you don't really
Correct.
have to worry about the different measurements,
Yes.
right? Because I understand
Yeah.
some some of the pumps, they have different sizes, I
Yes,
think.
correct. So actually when they say measure what size, is it like if I'm a cup DD and I'm a
Yeah.
cup A, right? Is there any difference? Actually, it's not about your cup size. It's about the iora. Yeah, irola, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very important. After giving birth, right, you can actually try on the different funnels in the hospitals. Usually they will have some demo sets or trial sets. Yeah. But we design so that most moms can actually fit very comfortably.
And especially for, I think, for Asian moms.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, finally we're done through all our questions. What we're going to do is we're going to go in depth into some topics that I think a lot of moms want to know. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and if there's a friend or family who might benefit from this video, please do tag them. And at the same time, if there's someone who you'd like us to invite, someone you'd like to see, topics you'd like us to chat about, please do leave it in our comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.